Warning! Laurel's dead.
I'm pretty sure you have to say spoilers first, and then you say the spoiler.
No, I said the spoiler. I said warning and then a spoiler. That's the same thing, right?
Hi everybody. Arrow, season 4, episode 18, 11:59. I'm your host Clio, and this is Dom and Rachel.
Hi.
Hi.
Didn't realize till just now that the title was The Time of Death.
Yeah.
I kept reading it as 11:50 to 90 or something. It's like, what?
Good.
What time is it? 11:50.
11:50.
I mean, I think we just have to talk about Laurel now.
I think so. I kind of pointed to the elephant in the room.
No getting around it. Yeah, good job, Dom.
You're welcome.
We have a lot of angry people in chat
Yeah.
about this.
Let's clarify. They were angry in pre-show, not because of what I said.
No.
Well, yes, you're right.
We'll have a new string of comments below this video once it goes live for the people that came in here looking for Arrow Season 4 Episode 18 and we're not expecting like us to be talking about it.
Listen, if you're looking for a full episode of a television show on YouTube, give up.
Yeah.
It's not there.
No.
They're all
Very
lies.
true. They're all lies. I lied to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so...
Like this guy up here, he lies too.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
That's what he does.
He lies all the time.
I'm really tired.
Great. What does chat say? I don't have it open. Dom, could you be chat man?
Yeah. Rest in
This
peace,
is
Laurel.
worse when they killed Neil so Captain Swan could have it.
And
Who said that?
Holy.
Energy Chill says, rest in peace, Laurel. Lee Silver says, well, after the next episode, who wants to stop watching the series? Sally Noble says, I'm about there, Lee. And, this is all in pre-show, and I was like, guys, at least give it to the end of the season. It's going to build up to something. And Sarah died. Keep that in mind.
But this is the... Yes, and I want to say, maybe there's a plot. Maybe she's not actually dead, because she asked Ollie to do something for her before she went into shock.
Or she told him a secret or something. Yeah, it was so... We'll have to see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they're saying she's dead. Like, the actress is not coming back.
Well, also the actress is going to play an Earth 2 version of herself in Flash.
Oh.
Yeah,
She's
I
like
actually
the
read
Black Siren.
I read that. Yeah, she's going to be the Black Siren in the season finale of Flash.
Mm. Nice.
So,
Well, if somehow, like we were talking about in Legends, in Supergirl and stuff, if these worlds somehow merged, well, there we got our Laurel Lance back.
There are slots
if she's in that Earth.
Yeah.
Because none of the rest of the cast is in Supergirl's Earth.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And it actually, her Laurel's death is like making a little sense why she's been like this compass for Ollie and for Sarah. Like, she's just had all these words of wisdom. She's played like the fairy godmother. She's
Fairy
bye.
Well, I mean, we've been throughout the season, she, commenting on all her bad choices. She had a habit of making bad choices.
Well,
I don't know. I don't think this was a bad choice.
No, I think her bad choices were a lot earlier on in like season 1, right? And that's when I hated Laurel. Like, I mentioned this. I think I mentioned this last.
Season 1 was hooking up with Ollie. That was the only bad choice she made.
No,
honest.
How long has it been since you watched the first season?
It's been a while.
Yeah, I can't remember either, but I just remember pure and utter hatred for her and screaming at her at least 3 or 4 times for making stupid decisions. I can't remember them off the top of my head.
She was kind of annoying, and it was like...
Well, it was more than that.
I think you're confusing annoying.
No, it was more than that.
Okay.
It was definitely more than that.
She did make bad choices, and I mean, just like Ollie, she made bad choices for what she thought was for the good.
She was making a lot of her, like, impulses were based on her, like, revenge for Ollie's cheating, and I remember she was just doing stupid shit because of that. And I get it, you're frustrated, and it's a really shitty thing to get cheated on, especially when it's your own sister and all that. And, I get that, and it's there's justification for the actions, but that still doesn't make it right, So I just didn't like her at all in season 1. I think I mentioned last week or something. Like, you go back through my Twitter when I actually, because I didn't watch Arrow until it was like halfway through season 3. And, you go back through my Twitter, it was last year, and you scroll through, and there's just me bitching about how much I hate Laurel. And that's changed. This season alone, I grew to appreciate Laurel a lot more.
She seemed to grow up a lot more.
Yeah, and especially the case. The case it's not when I started liking her, like the case this season, but it's when I realized that I started liking her. So
she started growing up. It's like she finally realized hating Ollie for what he did in the past wasn't gonna do anything for her. It wasn't gonna help her in any way. It wasn't gonna, she can't change the past. You have to move on. When she finally realized that she needs to start living for herself instead of living for other people, that's when her whole demeanor changed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now they don't. I mean, here's the thing, because I just accidentally rewatched a scene from this episode where Ruve was talking to Laurel, giving her the job of DA, like saying, "I'm offering you the job of DA," and the look on her face, I was like, "Son of a bitch! She's the canary, and she's going to die."
I think that because she also told Dark that see you in court, which meant that she wasn't going to take the job. And I think if she would have took the job, she might still be alive.
No, if see you in court, she was taking the job.
And well, if you look, not really, because as Reve said it, if she took the position she was offering her, she wouldn't be able to have time to do that. So,
no, but that's what the DA does. The DA prosecutes. She would have seen him in court.
Yeah, I think regardless, because of it was nothing that she did. It was her father's. It was her father's testimony that sealed her fate.
Yeah.
Well, I know. Well, I mean, we're being said, you're not going to be able to have the time to do this because I want you as the DA, not the assistant or whatnot or whatever she is now. And you're not going to have time to do this. And then when she talked to Dark in his cell, she's like, see you in court, which meant that she already made up her mind not to take the position.
Well, yeah.
And
but then she had conversations later.
He had that look in his eye like, well, you just sealed your fate, lady.
But then she had other conversations where she was going to take, I mean, especially with Ollie. Ollie convinced her to take it. She was going to take it to be the...
Well, then she was talk to her dad, and she wasn't going to because she still wanted to be the canary. But I think she already made up a decision not to do it.
Even if she did not go that night and die as the canary, he still would have came to her no matter where she was.
We don't know for sure really what would have happened, but
Dark is kind of a man of his word. If he told her father that if he ever said anything, he was going to kill his daughter, he meant it, and he pulled through.
Then again, I mean, if she took the job, he might have just injured her, because without her pushing towards all the, the case, pushing the case as far hard as she was, the next district attorney or whatnot wouldn't have pushed that hard. He would have been under.
Yeah, but I don't even think it was Laurel being a part of the trial at all. Laurel could have just been on a vacation in the Bahamas, and
I know that, but
he still would have went and killed her.
I think he probably would have made it a little let's say, drawn out.
Maybe, but she still would have ended up dead either way because of his promise to his father. As if his father didn't say anything, she'd still be alive right now.
But he might have also used her if she accepted the job with Reed as a leverage to her father, or leverage to her. Stay in this position. If you stay in this position, you're okay. As soon as you leave, you're dead, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But we don't know.
Sally says Laurel did make bad choices. It was when she started becoming the Black Canary that I started liking her character. And I think I can 100% agree with you on that, Sally.
Which is... and that's something I thought of this episode. It's like, where's Wildcat? Like, she learned... Because she was fighting the League of Assassin guys. She was, taking them down pretty easily. And I was like, yeah, she learned that from Wildcat. Where's Wildcat? I know he got hurt, but he healed. He didn't die. Like, he's around.
But yeah, also, when she decided to be the Black Canary, that was kind of a bad decision on her part because she wasn't trained.
But she was getting training. That was
when she very first donned like the jacket and everything, she was not trained at all. She got her ass kicked.
Yeah, she got her ass kicked, but she had started training with Wildcat.
But yeah, so it wasn't really trained, just boxing. But yeah, it started off as like we thought, oh, that is a bad decision for her to do. But and then it turned into a fairly good decision, I guess you want to call it. It's one of those things that a bad decision turned good.
Yeah.
Andy.
We
have to talk about Andy.
Biddy Diggle.
Andy was a douche.
Biddy Diggle.
Biddy Diggle. Listen, as soon as the episode started and it was going on, I'm like, are you a double agent? Are you a double agent? What's going on?
He is. I knew he was. He is
double agent.
That actor is so good at playing like sneaky little roles. I've seen him in a couple other ones, and I'm like, I can't trust your face.
He's a triple agent.
I can't trust his face. I'm sorry. And how much trust his brother had in him, and he wouldn't listen. Even though
got mad. Oh my god, Ollie threw in Diggle's face. He goes, "What did you tell me about being so easy to trust family?" And then Diggle just fires back with some venom about Felicity, and I was just like, "Oh my god, Diggle, you did not just do that."
Yeah, exactly.
Well, neither of them were wrong. Neither.
But that doesn't make it right.
Listen, I'm sorry. 2 things I believe Ollie desperately needs to do. 1, work on himself. Be alone. 2,
I agree.
It needs to hear that sort of shit.
He does need to hear it, but also Diggle needs to hear his friend. He hasn't seen his brother in how long? He thought his brother was dead for how long? And his brother's back for what? Maybe a couple months. And I was like, I'm ready to trust him.
Well, no, he was so adamant about not trusting him, and Ollie was the one who told him to give him a chance. And Ollie was right. Ollie was right to not trust him here, but he was wrong to stick his finger in his, arrow hole.
No, I thought that was funny.
I was like, oh no, stop. Ollie, no.
I knew he was going to walk in on him, and I knew that was going to cause a fight. Yes,
I know. Shut up.
I thought you were going somewhere else with that analogy, Clio.
We shall not
talk
about it.
Know? But yeah, I knew something wasn't right with him, and Dark has something else over him besides the whole being a drug runner.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, the whole thing about is it's a little bit of brainwashing.
I kind of had an epiphany.
What?
Did it hurt?
No, but it's probably completely wrong.
It hurt. Yeah, what?
The guy in the flashbacks, what's his name?
Ritter?
Ryder?
Yeah.
What if he's also Dark? What if they're the same person?
2 of them?
No, because Dark was trained with Ra's al Ghul.
No, I know, but what if he can switch forms?
Well, if he switches forms, then he should be able to switch back. because we saw him in 70
Right.
something with this face.
Right. No, I'm saying he can change as he wants.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I
don't know, because as far as we know, in the 70s, he didn't have the idol because he was looking for nuclear power. He didn't seem to have any magic.
Yeah, well, I'm not saying the idol is what's allowing him to shapeshift.
Oh, no.
Because
what I meant
we
was
know that
it's possible.
We know that Ritter didn't have the idol until 5 years ago.
Yes.
There's just something suspicious about Ritter. There's something more to it.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to see what happens if he died or not. We're going to see. I hope we do find out what happens. Maybe Dark kills him and takes the idol.
Could be, because there's some kind of connection between him and Dark. There's got to be.
I mean, it's
of
the
course,
idol
there's a connection.
Well, yeah, I know, but like more than just the idol. Like he got the idol. I'm assuming he got it from him, or he is him. One of the two.
I don't think he is him.
Interesting.
I never got that feeling. It's an interesting theory, yes, but I never got that feeling.
It's magics.
Magics.
Yeah.
I want to know what happens when you take that guy's lips and part him if he actually talks.
Oh.
the guy in prison?
In the prison, yeah. He's a
know his
character,
backstory.
and I
Why?
forgot who he is.
I know he was. It's like why, and they never really say why he sewed his mouth shut.
Yeah.
I swear there's a superhero or some villain that has that somewhere, and I haven't been able to find it.
Yeah. Mo Omer in chat says, now we know how Oliver is getting to Russia in the flashbacks. So,
oh, yeah.
After the little deal that he made with...
Well, he was also friends with that Russian guy on the boat. And we know he's visited him when he wanted his contacts again about the Russian mob, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So, he has more than one contact with Russia, so...
Yeah.
And he speaks fluent Russian.
This whole time I had no idea her accent was Russian. Until she said
I keep forgetting that
it
she's
doesn't
Russian.
sound like an accent.
By the look of her, I thought maybe she was from Brazil or something.
Maybe, yeah.
That's the look of her. She is like, you're from Brazil, aren't you?
Yeah.
To be honest, I never really put much stock in it. I never really thought about it.
No, yeah. So. Not until now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, God, Diggle's just got all this guilt now. Because he trusted Andy.
Of course he does.
It led to...
Because he didn't listen to his friend.
Laurel.
Mm-hmm.
And Ollie feels guilty because he's the one that shot the arrow at Dark.
Yeah.
And then Dark took it. Yeah. So,
it's a whole using your weapon against you thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not really Ollie's fault. Ollie was trying to save. And didn't go well.
No. But he was quick. He was almost quick enough to hit him. Not that it would have mattered. He would have killed somebody and drained their power.
Mm-hmm.
I would have liked to have known what exactly happened to Laura. I mean, she was fine. I had a feeling that she was going to flatline the way she was breathing and talking and kind of like very grim.
She just went into shock. That's
Maybe
it.
there was a blood clot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lee Silver says, I heard a rumor that Felicity will become the new Black Canary. If that happens, who wants to join me and go to Vancouver and just rip up all their sets?
Felicity has no fighting experience. Whenever she shoots at someone, she has her eyes closed. There's no way she could put on a costume and do what they do. There is no way.
She's got the body for it.
Well, yeah, that's different.
I've seen there was some just recently some tabloid bikini photos of her, and I was just like, whoa, where the hell did that body come from?
No, she's like a keyboard warrior. She's more confident behind the screen.
Yeah.
Than she is out in the field.
I mean, it would be interesting, I would be interested to see it, but they would have to really work at it to make it work. She can't just show up and be the Black Canary. She'd have to do something to train
a lot.
I'm already not thrilled that Laurel, with her dying breath, was like, "Go back to Felicity." It's like, no.
I want to know what she told him, though. I want to know what the fuck she make him pinky swear. They pinky swore. I want to know what he pinky swore to.
And Aubrey James in chat, I do have to say, you did indeed call it. You said Laurel was in the grave. You called it from the start. I have to give you that much credit.
Throw you out a window for it.
But Aubrey wants to know, what do you think Laurel told Oliver before she died?
Don't know.
But it could be that twist where it's not Laurel's grave, it's someone else's grave. They buried Laurel some other place. It could be that one of those, that 2 people died. We don't know yet.
Okay, that's true. But at first I thought it was, gonna set up your death. But then Oliver's reaction was just so real. Like, Oliver himself is not a good actor. I mean, Stephen Amell is.
Stephen Amell's a good fantastic, actor. Yeah.
Stephen Amell's a good actor. Oliver is not.
Right.
It's a secret.
You can always tell when Oliver's lying and when he's being true.
Stephen Amell is great at acting as Oliver who can't act.
Yes, you're right.
He's trying to act, but he can't act.
Yeah.
And it was so. I think my favorite line in this episode was Oliver went, "I haven't been truthful," and Thea was like, "Oh, what else is new?" And she just looks around, she just blurted out. She looks around, she's like, "Sorry."
Yeah. Lee saying
so
the writers have actually said we won't find out what the secret is until season 5. So I think that's kind of like a nice little hook to lead in. Cleo's done with these cliffhangers.
I'm done. And listen,
maybe the secret is that she's from the future. She's the future Laurel, and she's really.
We might as well had Damien take the arrow and throw it at the camera, and have the screen go black with the arrow stuck into somebody, and ended the episode so we didn't know who died. It would have been great.
Maybe she had some of that herb that makes you seem like you're dead, but you're really not dead. And that was the secret. I don't know.
There's a fine line between cliffhanger and fuck you.
Well, Cleo, you said that even the actress said her character's done, right?
Uh-huh.
I've watched many shows where the actors and actresses have said that their characters are done and they're not coming back, and that's it, and they do.
The actress.
But
it was the
production team.
Yeah, whoever's in charge of media.
Right, but those people lie through their teeth because they want to keep a major return like that under wraps.
I'm wondering if she's like, I took, she said get the canister out and had her picture, but that was a pretty thick canister just to be holding a little picture. Maybe she had the or whatever it was that she had in her pocket. Maybe she had some of the herb. She's like, give it to me, and we're gonna fake my death, so my dad's scot-free, so I can go behind the scenes and figure out what the fuck she's doing.
That's what I thought. But Oliver's reaction to her flatlining was too real. Oliver's not an actor. Oliver can't.
Yeah.
Oliver A doesn't do emotions, and B, when he does, he can't control them. So that was real. He thinks she's dead.
I don't know.
Oh, but it broke my heart when Lance ran up. He didn't even have to.
I thought he was having a heart attack. I'm like, why aren't you helping him?
That's true, because he has a heart problem.
Yes, I was like, I thought
you probably should be helping the man.
And it's even worse because he knows it's his fault.
Yeah. Yeah. This is gonna be the guilty off. Who feels more guilty for Laurel's death?
And then they even tried to pawn some guilt onto Thea this episode too. When
she had the chance to kill him and she didn't.
Yeah. It's like you did everything you could to stop him. Don't worry. We're not guilting you at all.
I was so sure that she was mad enough to do it.
Now we know that that Malcolm has a fake hand, and it can at least hold things. It was holding the briefcase, but that's about it. He can't fight with it because he had one sword and he was just using his one hand, so he can't.
John Bowerman lost some weight. He looks really good.
Oh, he always looks good.
Aubrey James in chat says, well, him and Lee both said that they killed her off for Elicity, and that's what stinks about it. And Aubrey just goes, "That's bullshit." Just when I was starting to like Laurel.
I mean,
never say never, because if as the world turns,
if Dark just killed her, like picked her out of the line to kill her, then I would agree that she was killed off for Elicity. But since Lance made a deal and all of this stuff led up to it, no, I don't believe they killed her off for that, because Elicity was a thing this whole season, and Laurel was around.
Yeah. I don't know, it's just like, here's my best way to describe it, and it's going to seem weird because it didn't actually happen. But, like, you look at a show like 3.5 Men, right? And Charlie Sheen got thrown off the show. The writers were like, get that 2.5 Men, whatever. They go, get the hell off the show. You're done. You know, he made all these ridiculous demands. And everybody's like, he's never coming back. The production team said, we will never have anything to do with him again. And then what happened when the show started coming to a close, when they were wrapping the series up? They contacted him and tried to get him back, right? After they said he's never coming back. He didn't come back, but that was his choice. So the writers were going back on what they were saying. So the writers are very misleading all the time. So to say that Laurel will never be back, maybe she won't be back this season, you know, but that's...
She might not be back this season.
How many seasons was Sarah gone for?
Not...
It's like one.
Yeah, not even a whole one.
It was...
I mean, who thought Sarah was going to come back? Who thought that they were going to...
I thought it was like
bring
one...
up her corpse and
no, you're right, you're right.
It was one season.
You're right. Because it was the beginning of season 3, and she came back at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, it's been a season.
Yeah,
I mean, who really thought they were going to dig up... and that was a total bull when they dug up Sarah's corpse. Really?
Yeah.
Who thought they were going to dig up a corpse?
Because some of the people in chat right now were with me when it was the One Woman podcast. How many times did I say, "Oh, they must have done it like back when she first died and she was in the pit, and then they dug up the body"? And I was like, "The fuck?"
Yeah.
We don't know. I mean, we do know. I mean, what we do know. Okay, the Lazarus pit is null and void because Nessa decided to destroy it. So there's one way of her not being able to come back.
Not the only pit.
Time travel.
Probably not. Time travel is another one because they are doing legends and all this other kind of crap.
We just saw the pit last week, intact,
right?
On Legends.
They'll take her back into time.
They could. It's not. It's not out of the realm of possibilities.
No, it's not out of the realm. And then we know that there is that herb that makes people
appear dead.
Seem like they're dead. And we know Ollie has it.
Yeah.
So
I mean, for all we know, like Malcolm, when Malcolm and Thea were having a brawl, you know, whatever, and she stopped and didn't kill him and he got away or whatever, he could have given her this and been like, Dark is going to kill her. He's going to keep coming after her. He's not going to stop. Take this herb, because she was there in the hospital too, you know, because he would have access, Malcolm would have access to this, slip it to Thea, you know, make some kind of deal with her, and she does it to save Laurel. Like, that's something totally within the realm of possibility, too.
Oh, it is, of course.
Thea's reaction also was real.
Right, but Thea, not the actress that plays Thea herself is a better actor. So
I know.
You know, it's something that could be pulled off.
It just doesn't make sense to me.
Mo Emmer wants to know, do you think Sarah will find out in a future episode of Legends?
It might be a crossover.
God, I hope not.
I don't know.
I don't think so until they go back. Like,
she'll lose it.
Yeah, because they're kind of out of touch right now from whatever. But, you know, if they go into the future and there's no Laurel, then they're going to be like, oh, well, the future isn't concrete, you know, so they're going to not really look too deep into it.
I mean, they already said that, you know, when they went ahead and met Connor and stuff like that, that Laurel wasn't with us anymore.
Yeah.
But they never said how she died or when she died.
Right. Lee's saying the writers have confirmed Sarah will find out, but it's only a matter of when. It's not necessarily, you know, in Legends. She might not carry over into, like, season 2 of Legends. You know, that just may not happen, because we know Constantine is coming in for season 2 of Legends. So they may switch some of the cast around. So Sarah may come back to continue to be the Canary in Star City.
Everything is open. There are so many, like, I would say loopholes that they could be like, oh, you thought that? Nope, look at this loophole here, you know, kind of thing. They could shove something through it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there are, with the introduction of all the, you know, the supernatural and all this other stuff, anything is possible.
Sally says, I hope Sarah kicks Dark's butt.
That would be interesting.
I agree.
What if she goes back far enough into Ra's al Ghul's and Dark's past and kills Dark then?
That will change everything.
Change a lot.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm looking for the synopsis for next episode. It's called Canary Cry. But I can't find the synopsis.
Everybody's crying for the canary.
Yeah, it's probably what they were getting at, Dom. Thank you. No, they don't. There isn't a synopsis, but the promo makes it seem like Diggle's gonna do a bunch of stupid stuff because he feels guilty. Ollie's gonna do a bunch of stupid stuff because he feels guilty.
Well, didn't we also say that they were gonna do a thing where they're like gonna trick us about who's in their grave, like they're gonna make someone seem like they died, but then not, you know, kind of thing?
I'm sick of shows pulling switcheroos. Like
it's a formula that works, and they're going to keep on doing it, just like the love triangle.
There's good switcheroos, like the one that just happened on. Well, that technically wasn't a switcheroo, but like that just happened on Legends. But there are bad ones, like what just happened on The Walking Dead. I mean,
yeah, there's bad ones, good ones. There's all sorts of formulas that shows stick with because they found that they work. Someone needs to go out on a limb and not do them anymore and just blaze their own trail.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of stuff that works. I think it's just the degrees with which you execute it. AKA, calm the fuck down.
Calm the fuck down.
Calm the fuck down. Anyway,
we're on. Well, so yeah, there's no synopsis right now, and it's basically they're just saying say goodbye to a beloved member of Team Arrow. So it seems like it's gonna be like the send off for Canary, but the episode does not. Arrow's on break. It does not come back until April 27th.
Yeah.
So
Lord, is it gonna be like a flashback episode? Because
it might be intertwined. Might be intertwined, but I don't think the entire episode is going to be a flashback.
But like the flashbacks will be of Laurel.
I'm
have to wait 3 weeks. I'm cool with that.
Yeah. So it as of recording, it's 20 days from today. So
we're gonna have to wait 3 weeks. Seriously, 3 weeks. Didn't we just get back from a break?
No, Arrow didn't go on break. I don't think. Flash did.
Flash just went on break.
Yeah.
Does that mean Flash is coming back early?
Flash is coming back this next week, I think.
I'm confused.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
maybe
no, but see, because Legends was on a bit of a break, but you know, Arrow and Flash are still running. I think what they're trying to do is, they may have to stretch their schedule a little bit, but by putting Flash on a week break when Arrow's not, that still gives us some story to advance the whole universe's plot a little bit, you know, a little at a time. So.
Not me, except watch Flash.
Yeah. I don't know. There's clearly a lot of shows that are doing reruns. Gotham just had a break. Supergirl just had a break. So a lot of shows are doing it right now. I don't know why. Can't even blame Easter at this point.
Is a bad idea. Sorry, Aubrey. That is a bad idea. That's like putting fire and water together, or fire and gas together. It's a bad idea.
Mm.
Such a bad idea.
Yeah. I don't know.
So yeah, that's...
I totally ship Felicity and Sarah.
No, I want Sarah to get back with that hot nurse.
Yeah.
Anyway, Dom, where can the people find you?
You can find me down below at Phenomenon, PHENOMEDOM.
Rachel, where can they find you?
They can find me at Twitter at Savannah17 right here. And I will be eating pizza soon, so I might take a picture and flip both left.
And you can find me at Clio Moto on Twitter, Twitch, and Pinterest. And you can find all of us at ASO TV Podcast on Facebook, Twitter, Gmail, Google+, and right here on YouTube. Follow us for some more podcasts from some of your favorite TV shows, movies, and video games. Until next time, bye-bye. Well, bye-bye!
Warning, Laurel's dead.
What was her last tweet?
I had to end the show the same way I started it.